Hey there, good morning. Patricia, All Wisest Fitness. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about choices and commitment today because I'm sitting here, I'm a few minutes early from my client, and I was thinking about how myself, I break my own commitment to myself sometimes. Like I say, oh, I'm going to get down to my ideal weight, right? And then I make that commitment that I'm going to eat properly and, of course, work out. And I work out pretty well, but I don't always eat properly. And I realize that I keep breaking my commitment. I make a choice, right? Every time I eat, that either brings me closer or further away. And it's like, well, I must not mean that I really want that badly, because otherwise, every choice that comes up, I would make the right choice. It's kind of like saying I choose to be happy, but only if everything goes the right way. If people don't cut me off in traffic, if, I don't get into a bad relationship, or if I don't have financial problems. No, I choose to be happy regardless of all those things. So I need to choose to be my ideal weight, regardless of the food that's around me and the temptations that are out there. I have to say, no, I'm not going to indulge in that because I want to be my ideal weight, and that's that, right? So it's all about that choice and that commitment. And I think we forget that sometimes. I think we forget our commitment to ourselves, and that's the biggest problem. And that's why sometimes it helps to have the accountability coach, because sometimes somebody outside of yourself that's expecting you to lose weight and to do the right things is your impotence for change, because you have to get on a scale for that person. So maybe I need to hire my husband as my accountability coach instead of being an enabler, right? So I need to really get in touch with my commitment inside and realize that I really choose to be my ideal weight, that I choose to eat in the way that's going to produce that way, because I know what to do. I'm a personal trainer, and I know what's healthy food and what's not, and throughout the day you get little triggers, right? You get these little triggers, these little stressors, and then you're like, oh, well, I deserve this because I'm a little stressed, and it'll be okay, it's just one, and then one turns into two, right? Or whatever. Like last night, I ate fairly okay yesterday, and then my daughter was dealing with algebra, right? And gosh, I never liked algebra when I was in school, and I can't believe in the 6th grade you're already dealing with algebra. But I knew how to do part of it, and the other part I couldn't remember, and together we actually figured it out. But the stress of it was like, oh, I'm gonna go have a fudge pop from the freezer, and it was non-dairy at least, but still, it's 100 calorie, whatever. And I turned out having 3 of them, which is not good. So right there, I just kind of fell into that trap and the pleasure of the ice pop, and instead of the stress, right? So I know that I shouldn't do stuff like that. I'm never going to get to my goal by doing that. I did work out afterwards, and I'm sure I burned that 300 calories up because I worked out for a good hour, so I burned up more than that. But I would have been burning up the food I had eaten instead of the junk first, right? So I set myself back, and I realized that. So I have to make the right choice. I have to get committed, and ask you too. What are you committed to? I want to be committed to being at peace and being happy, regardless of life's situations and circumstances. And I would be committed to be my ideal weight of 135 pounds. And even saying that, part of me thinks, you're not going to get there. Those automatic negative thoughts, automatic thoughts say, no, it's too hard. And I've done it before. So I have to really get in touch with that part of me. But I was thinking maybe I should split the difference and say, okay, I want to be 100 and get down to 150, because that's not that far away. And that would be a good place to be at. And then I'd be like, closer to my goal, and see how I feel there. And maybe it won't sound as scary. So maybe I need to do that. Maybe I have to have that next step of 150 pounds is where I need to get to. So I believe that's what I'm going to do. All right, so that was my thoughts for today. So tell me what your goals are and what you're committing to, and we can hold each other accountable. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.